thousands of years, the Shadow Men have protected the world of the living against threats crossing over from the spiritual plane known as Deadside, the place where everyone goes without exception when they die. Michael LeRoi is the current heir to the mysteries of this ancient lineage, bearer of the Mask of Shadows. When darkness falls, he becomes the walker between the worlds, immortal voodoo warrior, taker of souls, Lord of Deadside, the Shadow Man.
Hi guys, welcome, Scatlink here, we're off for a live stream blind series of Shadow Man. I don't remember much about this game. Probably already know that at this point. Of course, we're doing it live, so that means that the stream chat feed will be appearing on screen. I've done it in such a way that it's going to be a bit of a different layout to how I do my normal my other streams, where I normally have it as a layout, screen in one box, webcam in another. Pretty much doing this with widescreen on the N64 version, not the PC version, because the controller didn't want to work. And yeah, I'm just doing it in this kind of way so I could at least program a bloody controller, because the PC version just didn't like controllers. So yeah, and I've got it in widescreen. I made it look pretty sharp. I've already binded all my controls and all that, so yeah. Obviously this is going up on YouTube. Keep that in mind. My phone went off a second ago, but this is live, so that is fine. So I'll just choose new for now, because I do actually have one in here, but that was just for testing purposes, so that's fine. If everyone's ready, we will hop into the game. I will say right now, because the reason why I'm wanting to do this live is because that as this is blind, I'm not going to know what I'm doing, so I'll be relying on you viewers' help on help me out in the chat. So, but I've actually got the chat on, like, built into the game, into the emulator screen, so it will actually overlay. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, without any further ado, I guess we will just hop in. Yeah, this loading screen does a little bit weird things to the feed on the emulator. I don't know why.
The 9th of November, 1888. By my deeds am I known, and I am known as Jack. Spring-heeled Jack. Jack the Ripper. By my deeds am I known, and they are truly bloody. I took them all to my heart. Mary Ann Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, Mary Kelly, and loved them, truly loved them all. But the immortal power I sought within the sordid confines of their bodies, the still beating organ of the soul, was not to be found. The ritual of the knife was to no avail. I am bereft, and must therefore perform that bloody ritual upon myself.
Stay your hand, Jack, and listen to what I have to say.
How did you find this place? Who are you?
My name is Legion.
For we are many. Yep.
The immortal power that you seek does exist. It does indeed lie within the soul, but only within certain ones, certain dark souls.
My God! What are you that you can produce such things from thin air?
Merely an explorer, much like yourself.
What is it that you want from me?
You are an architect by trade, are you not?
I am.
Then I would have you build a cathedral to pain. A place where you and I and others like us may join together. A place of asylum for all of the unique and misunderstood individuals that will follow you as the time of Armageddon approaches. And at the heart of asylum, we shall construct a great dark engine powered by souls of equal hue. And we shall harness their power to create an immortal army to punish and cleanse this pathetic world.
And where might I build this cathedral of yours?
Across the veil, in the darkness, amongst the restless spirits of those who have passed beyond, in the place known as Deadside.
Then, if I am to join you, I must die.
It is prophecy. We cannot fail, for we are many.
For we are many.
Well, that didn't take long. You killed him by talking to him.
Amen to that.
Even he found it funny. All I did was talk to him, showed a soul in my hand, and he dropped dead. Still though, it's quite impressive that it's all quite right voice acted on an N64 cartridge, no less. It does not require the expansion pack to play. Excuse the slight graphical bugs. This was the best I could get. The only difference is the resolution.
There's the darkness coming.
What's the problem, Magneta?
I had a dream, Shadow Man. A real bad dream. A Deadside dream. The five are here. The herald of the apocalypse. Deacon's fire confirms everything I feared. The end's coming, Shadow Man. An ancient prophecy tells of the return of a great evil to Deadside. A terrible force gathering dark souls to its darker heart and using their power to cross over into this world and bring about apocalypse.
I must stop this evil from bringing about the end of all things.
Only you can do it, Shadow Man. You are the walker between the worlds. I can't go Deadside, and Jaunty's next to useless in both worlds. You are the only one who can do anything about this.
As it ever was.
But you ain't never confronted anything like this evil. It's so pure, not even the ancient protectors of the Dark Souls could destroy it. They could only banish it from Deadside. They knew it'd come back one day, hence the prophecy telling of its return. The power of the ancients is all but gone now, and the Dark Souls that evil desires lie unprotected. What you gotta do, Shadow Man, is to go Deadside and recover the Dark Souls. Take them into your own protection before evil gathers them to its terrible heart.
Okay, so let me get this straight. If I don't recover these Dark Souls, then the world's gonna end. Am I right?
You got it.
Shit.
Look, I gotta go. I've got a lot to do. Take Deacon's file and meet me at dawn at the church on the hill. I've kept your stuff safe for you.
Alright, and then well, that's our HUD already. That brings back memories from when I watched my dad play this game. I've never played this game. I've only played a little bit on the PS1 version.
I hate this shit. Just a pawn in Nettie's master plan. She moves me in mysterious ways, and brother, sometimes she really does move me. Can't do nothing about it since, nice as you please, she knitted my ribs into the mask of shadows. I got nothing left anyways. It's my fault Luke's dead, and Mom and Pop too. I deserve everything I get. Every bad thing that comes my way. Can't live, can't die. Deadside's the perfect hood for me. A nowhere place. The asshole of the universe.
Oh, deadbeat anti-hero, I guess. But then again, if your family is dead, you're the walker between worlds, so would that not mean that you can see them if you go to Deadside anyway, so that's actually a good thing for you? No need to be an arsehole about it, I'll say that much. But yes, we are Michael LeRoi. That's, well, I only found that out due to the fact that I had to get an image for the thumbnail for this for the first part after I edit these down for YouTube, but yeah, and I can move with my controller, but that's already a plus on the PC version. Clearly that was literally just taken from the original launch. No one's commented on the chat yet, but that's probably because they didn't want to interrupt the cutscenes. But yes, played the PS1 version, didn't get very far, don't even remember what I did, and I remember my dad playing it a lot more on the 64 version, which is what we're playing here. I know for a fact that there was something here I can grab, so I'll walk into that. So, for controls, I mean, I'm using, obviously it's an N64 emulator, but I'm using my Switch Zelda controller that I use for Hat in Time, so let's go to controller configuration. So basically this is all the controls are pretty much here really. I'll tell you that all the buttons correspond to what I have, except for the fact that Z is ZL. And I think my R button is my ZR. And all my C buttons are my other analog stick. And I'm keeping it on classic. So if I flick down, for example, I can crouch. And if I do it while moving, I can roll. If I flick up while walking around, I can go... Nope, that's first person. So flick back up again. What's jump? It's A. Okay. B don't do nothing. Y and X obviously don't do anything for me, because there is no Y and X. But yeah, we can roll and do all that sort of stuff. Now, here's the thing. If I... Nope, wrong button. Oh, God. Get out of it. How do I access this menu? Okay, it's a right flick to access the menu. But yeah, so, and up is first person, we already covered that. So yeah, turn the camera is with the D-pad, which is a little bit annoying, and obviously it moves it in like every 45 degrees. Now here's the thing, if I hold forward now, yeah, we got tank controls. So you can have it like all cinematic, like have it like this, but you won't be able to see what you're doing. So yeah, don't turn the camera. Moving is a little bit janky, but it's tank controls, that's the thing. But yeah, if I just show you how the chat works. Why is it not working? Oh, hang on, it's broke. For some reason the plugin on the live stream hasn't worked. Okay, sorry about that. Can someone play? I haven't been seeing the comments because they haven't been showing up for some reason. Sorry about that. If someone would like to make a comment now, it might actually show up in the in recording. It should do because I've got the chat on the window. Ah, there we are. Thank you, Dragon Cole. I don't know what was happening there. It wasn't showing up in the game and it wasn't showing up anywhere else. But now it's working again. So this is I'm gonna have to catch up with the chat here. Yep, so this is N64 emulation. Yeah, the bugging, I don't know, I couldn't fix that, but with different plugins, it was a lot more fizzy, so it must be something to do with the game. It was in between the polygons, that's why they were flickering like that when they were on the bed. The Solid Snake sound effects, yeah, that was my phone. That was because I think I went live and it was telling me stuff, so, yeah, so, now we can actually, you know, get on with this. So, platform is pretty simple around here at the moment. Not really many places to go to. I have gone through majority of this area. I believe I have anyway. During my testing. I remember these kegs. If you listen carefully. There's a bit of a pulse going on. So, yeah, that's a bit of a thing. There's no walking mechanic. If I, well, because it's on the N64, if I tilt very slightly forward, now I can walk. Wasn't planning to, but yeah, I remember these. I'm guessing this is like a big old beating heart, but I used to call them meat kegs when I was younger, because they look like kegs, but they look like meat as well. They're meat kegs. So I'm going to call them meat kegs. So. That's what I'm sticking with. If we go underneath the bridge here, we can actually go this way and grab another item, but we can't get up this way. Why are the messages bugging out? Let me have a look at the, I don't know, let me extend it. Oh yeah, it's apostrophes, so it's like apostrophes aren't liked for some reason. I don't know why that's a thing. I have changed it a bit on the on streaming now. Thanks for dealing with my shenanigans on getting technical issues sorted. I always have problems with streaming. It's probably why I don't stream so much. Plus, I don't have much free time at the moment. Yeah, here we are. So, oh well, that's great. You know, we've been running around. We haven't actually been checking our items. We got Nettie's file, which is what we've been on about. So if I press the B button to view that, there's serial killer reports of October 1999. So you got like a whole bunch of like lists here, but the problem is that there is a lot to read here. I'll just flick through it quickly. I mean, maybe this will be helpful later on. I don't know. You guys would have to let me know about that, because this is quite a read. I'll flick through it just a little bit quickly here. But you've got like all these characters, all their autobiographies, I think that's what, all their bios basically, and it just goes on and on and on. I swear, I spent about 15 minutes reading this. I was like, I'm bored now. I want to play the game. Those stuff that we've been grabbing so far is a Cadiux, I think it's called. I apologise for how unreadable the game's font is, I guess. I mean, that's just the result of blowing up an old game and being super smooth instead of on a CRT. It'll probably be more legible on a CRT. I know you were originally playing the PC stream version on the Steam version, Could that be the best version as far as graphics? Well, yeah, because it's PC. I mean, it's pretty much on par with the Dreamcast version. Dreamcast and PC are comparable, and the N64 version's technically superior to the PlayStation version in terms of graphics, but the PlayStation version's probably got better audio because it's on a CD and it's got a lot more memory. So, Dreamcast or PC is the way to go, but I would say... Thank you for that, dog. Yeah, his model was spazzing because it was in between the low poly model from distance and being in range for his full body. That's just an emulator thing. But yeah, PC or Dreamcast is the way to go, but I would say Dreamcast because then you can... Sorry about that, Dragon Cole. Happy Halloween! Oh, I didn't want to wall jump. I forget that's a thing. I just got to hold forward until he climbs. This dude's a spindly Johnny, I tell you. Alright, so this is as far as I got. Around this little chicane here. I can hear another keg. Because I've actually got my headphones on so I can actually hear the beating of the kegs. Yep, it's in there. Along with another Damascus, I think it's called. Cadius. Cadius? Cadix? I don't know. It's annoying because when I press pause, this menu comes along, but in order to access the other menu, we've got to press right C, which is like a flick of my analog stick, which isn't that big of an issue. It's just learning curve. Right, so if I jump here, there we are. I can then monkey climb my way across here. Yeah, I'm using my blue snowball. At the very start, when I started, I forgot to switch my microphone back from the built-in one, and all you could hear was my fan. So I should be quite clear. I mean, if any audio balancing needs to be happening, please let me know. This is very weird doing like a Let's Play live. I mean, doing a challenge is one thing because I don't really have to focus, but it's like... I'm playing this blind and live. Which I guess makes sense, actually, because, you know, Shadow Man, Shadow, blind, he wears the shades. Plus, you know, darkness as well and all that. And then you've got... live, because you know we're on the live side right now and this is a live stream. Yeah, this is pretty finicky. You can't really tell if this is actually a ledge you need to jump to and grab, but I figured it out. This is the bit I remember. Yeah, all these dogs here. Now, because that dog growled at me, I mean, like I said, this is blind, but this is the only bit that I got up to while testing out stuff, because I was just going through it to this first area just to get things all set up and all that. So when I first got here, I thought these dogs were going to hurt me or something. I was trying to walk and sneak around them and all that. But funnily enough, if I do actually aggro one... Oh, whoops, I was trying to turn the camera. There we are. They just growl at you and then they walk away. They don't actually do anything. Even if I walk into him, they just sniff you and walk off. I'm guessing this is Michael's home? Because otherwise, why would they not be hostile? They growl because they don't recognise him upon first appearance, but then they get your scent, and it's like, oh yeah, you're Michael, we're friends. I thought I was going to get into a bit of a tussle here. Remember, I have no weapons. I'm pressing both my shoulder buttons right now. Nothing's happening, so... yeah. Don't bark at me. So what I thought. Right, let's get in here. Ooh. Little chapel. They should capable of commentary compared to me. I always end up being quiet if I didn't love that place. Yeah, well, I've been doing it for 6 years. I think I know what I'm doing. To a certain extent. I didn't do this, though.
Glad you could make it.
How could I refuse your offer? How could I ever refuse you, Agneta?
You can't. I'm simply irresistible. I hope you read the file I gave you, and read it real well. Between the lines, you'll find the sign.
You got my stuff?
Come on in, honey.
You know, on the way over here, I got to thinking about these dark souls. If they're so damn dangerous, why didn't the ancients just destroy them?
Because that's impossible. Their power is their immortality. If evil ever manages to implant these immortal souls into its monstrous slaves, can you imagine?
Yeah, I have. The C buttons on my other analog stick. So just for a flick, I can like do a roll.
Shadowman. That's the end.
Okay, so I really got to get to the Dark Souls before the bad guy. I understand that, but where do I find him?
In Gobi. Each Gobi has been sealed by the most powerful voodoo. Not even the greatest Bokor or Mambo can open them to release the dark soul within. Believe me, I've tried. But a shadow man, or something even more powerful, just might be able to do it. Release the dark soul and take it into yourself. But be warned, the dark souls are a pure and ancient evil and possess a power that should not be abused.
Okay. Let's just get this thing over with. You got my stuff?
Right here.
He's having none of your shit, lady. He just wants the stuff to get it done.
Jesus, Luke. He's alive. Alive and in pain. I've got to help him.
He is dead, Mike. You know that.
I know, but I saw.
It's understandable that you still have strong feelings for your brother. That's why the bear works for you, connecting you to Deadside. Use it now, Mike. Go Deadside and find Jonty. He's waiting for you at the narrow gate. He's got something to show you.
Okay.
And Mike?
Yeah?
If you need me, I'll be here. Now, go see Jonty and get them dark souls.
Thanks for that, Jack and Cole. You do know that, Lara Croft is probably the one to go for, but... Yeah, I mean, have you ever played Conker's Bad Fur Day as well? I mean, obviously this is a lot more gritty, trying to go for a realistic style. I will admit that the art style, they try to make it so it wouldn't be dated, but it still looks a bit dated. So I should be able to activate these. They're called Govies. They're meat cakes. They still look like meat cakes to me. And how do I activate them? Oh, I got my gun. And apparently we've got infinite ammo, so I can just shoot. If I'm holding the button down right now, he shoots it, like, very slow. But if I spam it, he shoots a lot faster. That's our main weapon. And yeah, I didn't actually read the file, but I'll leave that for later. Luke's teddy bear. That's apparently our warp to Deadside. I still don't know what those do. Can I equip those? No, apparently not. There we are. Press B to use it. There we are. So now we've got a map. So we've got the Bayou, Paradis, Louisiana, which is where we are. So we're at the Bayou. And then we got Deadside. Yeah, I remember this screen. My dad uses this all the goddamn time. I don't know what that means by 0 out of 4, 0 out of 120. Is there a collectathon element to this game? That teddy bear always did freak me out when I first played this. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, like, his younger brother's, like, teddy bear, and that's why it gave him a bit of PTSD there. Yeah, we'll choose that then.
When darkness falls, he becomes the walker between the worlds, immortal voodoo warrior, taker of souls, Lord of Deadside, the Shadow Man.